tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play action here on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, he's one of the top receivers in the game, Charles, so no surprise here on the opening drive. They want to get him involved, and he has catches on back-to-back plays.
And, Brandon, I look at it from the defense's perspective. You know he's one of the top receivers in the game. You've got to find ways to slow him down, because if he gets into high gear, he's going to shred you all game.
This 2nd and 4. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, "Hurry, hurry," to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
They'll drop to throw.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. You talk about this Washington defense.
Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
A 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders.
At their own 12-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Conley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Back to throw. Howell.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. And Howell will throw it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Conley. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. And this one is right down Broadway.
And it's 3-0 Washington.
So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. In the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop. Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
And he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
And it's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On second down, Conley nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On third down, Conley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Howell. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run on first down. Conley. And just shutting him off there. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown of the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they
gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He finds his man, complete. That's Simmons. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Back to throw again. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Second down and 6 now.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar. They said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Now a handoff up the middle.
Conley. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Now 2nd and 9. Powell.
He's got the hook up with Conley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Throwing here, Howell.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Rodgers on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Eagles are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Here's Howell.
Caught here by Conley. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Howell going to audible to something else.
Here's 2nd and 8. Flush to his right. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Conley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. Conley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Able to fight through one tackle.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now he'll look to throw it.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the middle they go. Conley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down. Howell now.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Conley.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. Howell down to throw it.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. 26 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the think? Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They'll run on first down. Conley.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
It'd be hard to say that the defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise. And now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Conley, and he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Slot man moves right.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he's going to have a Commander's first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. On first down, Conley. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And quickly they get to the line. Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. They find some open field here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. On play action, they'll throw.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throwing left inside. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Off the RPO, he completes it. Touchdown, Eagles! A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Back to throw. Howell.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Howell completing the quick throw out wide.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. They'll run on 1st down. Conley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Conley trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Conley. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from the 20.
And the Commanders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Simmons. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Throw left side complete. That's Simmons.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Commanders are going to get the football back at their own 17. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Conley. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down. Conley, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll kick it away for the second time.
And here's Rodgers on the return.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
22 yards there, a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And they will take a knee here.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Washington,
the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the